Hello YouTube, welcome. Today's video is a 4-lake map 1v1 ranked game on the ladder. Me, Movable 35 as the Lithuanians versus my opponent, BBC Rates playing as the Japanese. Now, before you go and see the end of the video, there will be something I want you to do in chat, in the comment section down below. I want you to answer this question I'm going to ask you here right now in the video. Does Lithuanians win with no control of the lakes at all? Please write in the comment section down below, and then watch the rest of the video to see how it goes. Alright, we're beginning on 4 lakes. Here I immediately go some for the sheep. I go straight for the straggler trees, or trees over here to go to wood immediately. The purpose? To build a dock. Now, let's see the cycles of war. We're pressing Alt D. Alright, there we go. There's both sides points of view. And as we can see, both sides are doing fairly good. I'm right now sending villagers to wood. And I'm having a basic, good, fair number of villagers at the start on food. So it's fairly even right now, you could say. 3 villas on food and 3 villas on wood. Sending the 4th villager to the wood now. And he's also going to wood as well. But I am going straight for wood, in this case, because I want to have a dock. And then there's one of the lakes that I spotted before. And I'm scouting also with my scout, and so forth. Now, he is scouting also with his scout, but he's stopped right now. Very interesting game, folks. You're going to see if you watch the whole video. Something I usually don't do in lots of games on the ladder. Now, here's my Vil. She's going for the dock. She's going to build a dock right over there. 150 wood. Right on cue, like. And there's the dock. And then I said I have her build a house, I believe, and then she goes fishing. Alright, let's resume with we move the fog of war. Let's go to his area. He is scouting as well. He is now also getting a dock as well. First a house, and then a dock. And that's what I do. House, dock, then house. And I have her fishing. He is red here, is going to be getting his dock up as well. Bringing in the first rhino. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Use the villagers. I have not yet gotten the rhino or the elephant yet. Nope, I have not gotten either one of them just yet at the moment. He's now building his dock. Well, I am getting one of my first fishing ships out, and there she is. She is fishing. Alright, so I have 7 on wood and 7 on food. Kind of interesting. Fairly even equal balance right now. Building a house so I don't get housed. And now I'm going to send out my scout to scout the enemy's opponents. Scout the enemy's base. So, Rhino, my first one, seemed to be a little slow. Getting my second fishing ship. And I will fast forward throughout most of the early part of the video here viewers. So you're not bored with the slow Dark Age stuff. But overall, it's fairly basic. I'm following no particular build order in this gameplay here. Just trying to manage something. And I want you to watch. I think later on I take out a villager. I'm not sure exactly, but I want you just to watch the KD. I did not have enough wood to build a mill, as you can see, because I put the wood for these fishing ships here. So there's another one, so another mill gets delayed. And I'm right now scouting. And there's my scout point of view. Scouting the wrong section. And his scouting is also like in the wrong section as well. So we're basically scouting somewhat in the same places. Here I am getting my second elephant. Ball the elephant. After the rhino. 1, 2, boop. Perfect hit. Now he's just about to find my base, and I am still nowhere near his base. He sees my dock. He sees me fishing. And I finally have enough wood to build the mill. So, I think now what I'm going to do, just a little fast forwarding, maybe. I first want to say something here. A moment here. You can always skip this section if you don't want to watch every single second. That's fine. So, I'm still scouting. And I still have not found his base. He has. He has seen my dock, but he has not yet found my base yet, which is somewhat interesting. We both clicked up to Feudal Age roughly around the same time. Once I see the berries here, I know that's where he is. So, there I am turning back, going further into it to see where his base is. I think I nearly ran into the TC. Yep, nearly ran into it. Luckily, he only had 3 villagers, so it would not have mattered that much. And here he is. He's scouting my other side of my base. And I seriously think I got a villager here. I'm not sure exactly. I have to wait and see. So, let's keep an eye on the scout here, folks. I want to see something here. You'll notice my food is 500 already. There's one villager. I think I got this villager. I could be wrong. Let's see. I pulled back because of the reinforcements that he brought over. So, we're both in Feudal Age. I'm about 15 seconds behind. And let's see here. Oh, check this out, villagers, guys. Check this out. He sneaks a villager over to my base. Why, you may ask? Well, I'll show you why. If it all goes accordingly. Oh yeah, I got this villager. I think I got this villager right here. I could be wrong. Did I get this villager? Nope. Check this out. He sends a villager into the back of way back of my base, and I don't even know it. All right, I do not even know it. He successfully sends a villager over to my lake. I go back into his base, hoping for something. Do a little fast forwarding here. Ring around the rosary. Pocket full of posies. Oh, here, I take out villager. There's one villager. I take out that villager. So that villager's down. So he's down one villager. 23 to 26. And look what he does. He builds a dock on my lake, and I don't even know about it. I do not even know about it. I'm walling up. Lost my scout here, so I don't know what's going on in his base. But I'm just walling up. Now, I have over 1,000 food here. 1,000 food. But not enough wood to build the buildings. So I'm a little stuck in the Feudal Age. I get the market build, but it's still not enough buildings. I'm still missing one more building. And it took me forever to get the wood. So all future villages had to go here. So we're going to just go a little fast forward here. Speed it up a bit. I built a blacksmith. Finally got the blacksmith going. I got a stable going. And I click up to Castle Age. No, don't freeze on me. Don't freeze on me. There we go. Alright. Okay, he's walling up. He's actually somewhat booming as well. And look over here. He builds 3 fire galley ships. And takes out my fishing ships. All of them. So, I said like, okay, I don't care. Now you notice, he spent all that wood on fire galley ships. Pardon the lag here. So I knew his castle age would be delayed for a long time. Building my second TC. Ordering knights. One knight at the moment. So him getting all these ships right here delayed him a long time to get into Castle Age. So that gave me somewhat a big boost. Again, the question is, can Lithuanians win without complete control of the 4 lakes? And as you can see, I have my first 2 knights out. He's on his way to Castle Age. Full 2 minutes behind. I take out his archers here. Doing a little fast forward to catch up. Take that another archer out for free. Essentially, I took out 3 of his archers. Now, let's take a look at the map. He has a fishing dock, fishing ships here. He has a dock here. He's getting fishing ships right now. And he has fishing ships here. 3 out of 4 lakes he controls. And I'm queuing up knights. Now, once I saw him enter the castle age, I knew I had to do my best to try to take out these army of archers before they became crossbows. And it really did not work. So I had to pull back. So, anyway, let's do a little fast forwarding. Speed it up a bit here. So I lost my 3 knights, or 2 knights there. So I'm trying to get more knights going. Or trying to get more villagers going here at the moment. Oh, look at this, chat. He castle drops me, and I don't even see it. I didn't even see his villagers here. Okay, I'm regrouping my knights. And I don't have castle age upgrades. They're coming in. But I somewhat stopped this army of crossbows, and he abandoned his castle drop. Now you'll notice his food and his gold. Had he had that castle up, he would have been able to go up to Imp a lot earlier. So, my knights here are fuzzing out, so I had to pull them back because they're not taking out the crossbows. So I pulled them back. So everything's rebooming and so forth. He builds an outpost in my base to see what I have in my base. And I don't see it until I get this house built, or one of the houses built, and then I see it. So anyway, I'm just getting more knights queued up. Here, his base, as you can see, is fairly basic, not too much. 2 TC boom. I'm on 2 TCs as well. And here's where I finally get to see his outpost that he built in my base, which is somewhat very, very interesting. And when I saw that, I could not believe it. He has an outpost in my base. So he drops his castle here. He could have dropped his castle here. Denied me all the stone here. Let alone these 2 wood lines, if not this wood line as well. But he decides to drop it here. You notice something here. He doesn't see this gold area here where he would just send his villagers over. He doesn't see it yet. So, let's fast forward a bit here. Now remember, he has enough food and gold to click up to Imperial Age, but he doesn't do it at the moment. He's built a monastery, he's getting crossbows, and now he's clicked up to Imperial Age. Now, had he put his castle here much earlier, he would have been able to get to Imperial Age much more earlier, but he didn't. So I go in, try to do like a raid here in his base. I'll fast forward this section, not much happens. He walls, and I have to abandon. He gets imp time, it's closing in. I don't know this, but he's going to be getting his pikes ready. So that's all going to be coming along for him. So I try to do something else over here. He's setting up another TC over here. I'm setting my knights over here for trying to do a sneaky little raid. I thought I could get in here. Guess what? I couldn't. It was a false alarm. Now, what's interesting is all that time while he was in my base, he could have came all the time while he was an imp. He could have literally went over to my base, but he didn't. Over here, bad wood lines here, lumber camps out of position. You can see my res. I'm also trying to click up as well fairly soon. I gotta build a university to get that going. And I think it was because of this little raid here in the back, or attempt to, I stalled his advancement. Now he's getting both thumb ring and ballistics and chemistry. Oh no, not ballistics, chemistry at the moment. So he actually gave my army a chance to boom. And that's exactly what he did. He should have went in now. I now clicked up to Imperial Age. He's researching fishing nets. So I decided to take out this lumber camp and house here. Now, he's getting trebs. I just take out that army, take out the house and lumber camp. I'm booming as well while getting army. I'm going to go to Imperial Age because that's where all the action takes place. He has his army of halberdiers. I'm getting my army of cavalier upgrades now, along with the 3rd Imperial armor for the horses. Now, watch what happens, chat. Watch what happens, viewers. This will amaze you. This will amaze you. Notice my positioning of my cavaliers. Notice them. Remember, he's getting ready to move out. He is getting ready to move out. I'm getting my cavaliers all set and ready. Sent a cavalier up ahead to see what was going on. What was he doing? Oh, briefly here, I'm getting some cap rams to take out this castle here. Because I had a house over here and it got destroyed, so that's how I knew where that castle was there. I split my army of cavaliers over here to see if I could do like some sort of sneaky attack. Alright, this is the moment. This is the moment. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Even though, look at that, he sees my army of cavaliers thanks to the trebs. He sees it, but he does nothing. They walk right into my army of cavaliers, and I take them out. Not to mention this army, I take out as well. Even with the halberdiers in, I take out his army of arbalists and halberdiers. I literally take them out. They get annihilated. And I'm here taking a raid in the back as well. I cleaned up his army. He probably couldn't believe it as well. But I cleaned them up. So I tried to do a sneaky raid in here. You know, two raids in the attack from the front here, and from the back here as well. I move in with my cavaliers, knowing that his army is now weak. He doesn't have much army. Here, I move in with my cap rams to take out this castle here. And my cavaliers come over. I go in for the kill. I'm also queuing up light cavalry as well. Now, please take a look at all of these villagers and look at the villager. 73 villagers. He had 73 villagers compared to my 109. But watch what happens here. 22 villagers. 22 villagers. I now go for his TC. All 22 villagers go bye-bye. They go bye-bye. That doesn't happen. That's rare. I nearly took down that university, but I was too busy over here. I did take down that university. Okay. So I'm attacking here in the back and from the front here as well. I now send my rams over to try to take out this castle. Oh, check over here. I'm having villagers on gold over here. I actually somewhat clean up this army right here as well. I have 40 on farms. Look at the kills. I have many more kills versus his. Not to mention eco. 25 villagers he lost. I clean up this army here of arbalists. Rams did not make it, unfortunately. These cavaliers just stood there. I was too busy over here. I was, in a sense, cleaning this up. So I built a castle here on the hill, knowing that would be very, very important. And let's take a look from his point of view. He still does not know about this gold over here. It's right next to him. He still does not know about it. So I clean up this army, and I get a castle going. Now look! Lake 1. Lake 2. Lake 3. Lake 4. He has control of all 4 lakes. He has control of all 4 lakes. Now once it came to the point, once I realized that going all cavaliers and light cavalry was not the solution, I had to quickly change gameplay here. I had to change strategy here. So, what do? Well, you'll see. Still idle cavaliers over here. I research murder holes. I'm just still now. I go for archers. I built 3 archery ranges. I realized I had to get skirmishers or crossbows to take out the army of halberdiers. This castle here got denied. It did not get taken out. It got denied. So that was somewhat important to me. He lost more villagers. He actually eventually I did not take out his castle. He deleted. But look at the villagers. More villagers he's losing. He's losing more villagers. I mean, here's a ton more villagers that got spared, but some of them got taken out. Look at the KD. 36 villagers versus his 38 villagers on me. So castle goes up. I'm now researching archers upgrades and stuff like that, tech upgrades. He's trying to trap my castle. I immediately go for it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I immediately go for it. And I think he had another trap. Okay, so I pull back. I have a trap on his castle. I'm getting skirmishers. Oh my goodness gracious! Look at that. That's where my cavaliers went. That's it. I selected all military key. That's what I selected. That's how they got there. Okay. And unfortunately, I lost all my army here. So I had to pull back. I had to pull back everything. I even had a thing to delete this castle. Yeah, I canceled that. And so this army of halberdiers comes in and just cleans me up. Am I done? Is the game over? He sends 2 villagers. I think he's went looking for gold. He missed it here, and he just missed it here. That's how close he was. So I built 3 more archery ranges. I'm desperate to survive this game. He is ahead, even though he's at only 40 villagers versus my 109 villagers. He is ahead. So right now I'm rebooming. I'm getting chemistry, leather archer armor. I'm getting all the upgrades for my archers and skirmishers as well. This was a very risky decision what I did. I mean, it wasn't too risky. I knew he had nothing here. So I put a mining camp here to take the gold. Anyway, he gets this castle up. I lose my villagers there. I have some villagers here on the gold. He has 2 docks. He controls all 4 lakes. Remember that. I send villagers here. We're basically regrouping army. I'm getting skirmishers, as you can see. Well, not yet. 2 crossbows, but total 9 crossbows. Chemistry is in. 2 trebs are out, and I immediately go for the trebs. I just go for it. I have to go for it. I cannot let this castle fall. I try to coordinate the crossbows to take out the halberdiers, and I think I took out these 2 trebs. There's 1, and there's 2. This treb, did the 3rd one survive here? Did this castle survive? I'm queuing up skirmishers, I believe. No, nothing at the moment. Castle does not survive, so I lost all of that. So I had to immediately pull back, and I went for. There are the skirmishers. The elite skirmishers is being up on the way, and he still has not done anything with 2 villages over here, chat. Done nothing. Now, what do? I regroup. I get my army of skirmishers or whatever I have. I lost a lot of villagers here, but by these 2 galley ships here, so was too busy not noticing. So I go into skirmishers now to try to take out the halberdiers and the obelisks. My queues are somewhat pretty good. If it wasn't for these skirmishers, I don't think I would have been able to hold on here. But I lose these archery ranges here. He has over 1,200 food, 1,300 gold. I have 1,500 food, 500 gold. So I have a lot more gold than he does. He's actually out of gold. He doesn't know this, but he's actually out of gold. And I clean up this army here, thanks to my skirmishers and crossbows. Not queuing any of them all. He just now researching horse collar. Just now. But as you can see, he refreshed his lumber camp. He doesn't have much of an eco. He really does not have much of an eco. Now, here comes some interesting parts here. Some gameplays coming up. I had to regroup, I think. So what do? I just queue up. I have 19 light cavalry in queue, only 3 skirmishers. I lost that. And it looks pretty bad for me. I somehow queued up militia, and I did not even realize it. But I queued it up. He's getting skirmishers as well, as you can see. And I have here, I'm on wood. So I lost all my villagers on gold here. But I have villagers here. Now, he spots my lumber camp in my stable. And what does he do? He sends over his army of obelisks over to my base. And once I saw that happen, I could see it in the happening. I knew immediately what to do. I abandoned the mining camp, the gold. I only lost a villager or 2. So, what did I do? What do I do here, chat? I built a castle. So, I'm queuing up now. There's the key. Look at that. 10 elite skirmishers and 11 crossbows. So I lost all that. He should have gone forward. He would have denied this castle. He even sees the castle. But he doesn't do anything about it. Meanwhile, over here, I'm trying to hold on. Halberdiers are being taken down, but he has an army of skirmishers as well to counter my units. So I have a castle up here. I go for that stone for a while, for now. And just look at my queues. 18 skirmishers, 16 crossbows in queue. Out of 3 archery ranges. That's crazy. Saw he had, when I knew he had Treb here when he went for the castle. So what did I do? 24 light cavalry in queue. I moved my army over here because I knew he was going over here. And because this happened, I was able to take out this Treb here a lot earlier. Do I deny castle? Do I deny castle? Wait and see. Wait and see. I moved my army into position. Have my skirmishers taking out his army of obelisks. Does he take out my castle? Watch and see. Watch and see. We all now move to the center of the map here. It's really critical. Treb. Army of obelisks versus my Treb survives. But I have tons in queue. Does castle go up? Does Treb stay alive? Does this castle go down? Skirmishers are doing a good job. My light cavalry. I could have upgraded them to hussars, to wing hussars, but it wasn't. To me, it just wasn't worth queuing up 800 gold. That could have been used for something else, so I did not upgrade them. And was a mistake. Treb survived. Will this castle go up? Will this castle go up? It looks to be a doubt castle. I take out the villagers. I go for the villagers. There's another village down. Another one. Doubt castle for now, it seems. 95%. But he's sending over more villagers. But I'm taking out his army of halberdiers and skirmishers and obelisks. But castle eventually does go up. I'm forced to retreat. Pull back. So what do I do? What do I do? We reposition our army attacks basically in the center of the map here. So he now tries to go for the gold. As you can see here, look at his eco versus mine. I have over 1,500 wood. I regroup my army. Surely this castle will go down. So what do? I have an army of light cavalry come in and take out the Treb. And then I think I took out that Treb. I'm not exactly sure. That Treb goes down. That Treb also goes down there. I have a Treb coming out. Skirmishers. How many skirmishers do I have here? I have 24 skirmishers with more in queue. My 2 Trebs are now targeting that castle. He has nothing over here, essentially. Even though he has all 4 lakes. Nothing. Look how many fishing ships he has. 45 fishing ships. That's why that's why he wasn't able to get a big army. That's a huge population. That's literally a 1/3 of the population. If you actually think about it, that's 1/3 of the population. So this castle goes down. My Trebs move in. I move in for the second castle here. And I'm just closing rank. I'm closing in. I'm closing in. He tries to go for these 2 Trebs here. I'm just queuing up 21 elite skirmishers. They're just coming in. I'm just spamming them like crazy. Even though I have idols all over the place. Spamming light cav. Everything's just coming in. I'm just cleaning up the floor. Cleaning up. This castle goes down. I mean, my skirmishers I never knew skirmishers could be this powerful. And now I move in to take out the barracks. But he calls GG. And that's the GG. So let's take a brief look at statistics here. He had more military, you could see, but I had more in eco-wise. And he had more in technology and society. Although, even though he had the higher score, it didn't really matter. Military high, 96 versus my 70. But yet, somehow, I was able to take out his military. Resource collected. He collected more wood, but I collected more food, gold, and he collected more stone. So, in other words, I collected more of the most essential resources that was needed. Food and gold. And what's interesting is I had a ton of villagers on wood, as you can see. He went to imp first, and I had like close to 6 minutes of imp delay. So he could have done something in all that time, but didn't do much. 45 fishing ships, 111 villagers versus his 73. 4 castles versus my 1. And that was that. So now, write down below in the comment section, can Lithuanians win without control of all 4 lakes? Thank you for stopping. Thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you on my streaming next time I stream at Twitch TV/Movable35. Hope to see you around, and thanks for watching. Enjoy.